Hey, it's Lord Nurgle coming to you from the realm of chaos, and it has been a while, and yeah, still working on things too. But anyway, as you all know, the channel's not been very active for some time, for a few months, and it wasn't very active the last year or two either, especially last year. And I've had some things and personal things going on in my life that I've just had to handle first before I could do anything. I've talked about it plenty of times on my Discord, and if you don't follow my Discord, which most of you on this channel probably don't, I'm going to clue you in on what's been going on. And I've even talked about it on Twitter, which I'm not very active on Twitter, at least for Lord Nurgle. So, some things I've discussed a long time ago, but you may all recall in last year, earlier in the year, I was having this problem with a weird spasm on the left side of my face, and I finally went to go see a neurologist that year about things, and they sent me to get an MRI done. They found some lesions on my brain. Then the doctor sent me to go see a multiple sclerosis specialist because there was a possibility there. And so from there, towards the end of the year, I did some MRIs again, and the doctor on the follow-up told me that, as well as, he did a lot of blood work too, but the follow-up, the doctor said that it's kind of 50-50. It could have been the infections I had last year because of an infected tooth or whatever from a issue there, or it could be multiple sclerosis. And so they sent me further to go get a spinal tap done, and I'll find out at the end of, or in the middle of February, whether or not I have multiple sclerosis or not. The other thing that took a lot of time for me and took issues is I discovered I have an anxiety disorder that I did not know I had, and that it's likely I've had it my whole life and just never treated it and never knew it. What happened is when I went to go get my first MRI, or my second MRI, I had this panic attack because, MRI machines kind of trigger a little bit of claustrophobia. So I had this panic attack, and that lasted until I went back the next day to go get the MRI done. I took the anxiety medication that my doctor had given me. He was like, it's just a pill that would say, you just take it for as needed. You're not supposed to be taking it rapidly. It's not something you take all the time. But I took it, went back a few days later to go get my other MRI done. Took one then because, it helped me get through it. I was like, well, okay, it's taking care of the anxiety. And then a couple days after that, I just kept feeling constant anxiety, just constant panic attacks. Couldn't control it. I didn't know what was going on. It's like it basically stopped everything in my life for a couple weeks, and it just wouldn't end. It was constant every day. So I contacted the doctor. I told the doctor what's going on. I told him about it and everything. He told me, he goes, well, you shouldn't be feeling that way when you're not taking that medication. And so he changed it, gave me a new med. Said that, it looks like you've always had this problem and you need something to manage it for 24 hours. Next couple weeks, new medication, getting adjusted to it, getting new to it, and it takes time with these things, and it took a while for me to start feeling normal again. And as a matter of fact, I do feel normal, but I feel calmer. I feel better, actually, and it's working. It's doing its job. So, with that said, I'm finally starting to feel like myself again. It took a little while, but I'm there. As a matter of fact, I mean, when I paint now, like, I feel weirdly calmer. I take my time now. I don't feel so rushed on anything. My mind doesn't race like it used to. I mean, it's funny because all my family, everybody told me before in the past, they were like, "Yeah, we all knew you had an anxiety issue. You're always very high strung. We just never really mentioned it to you. It was just how you are." Turned out I've probably needed this my whole life, and here I am, 40 years old, figuring it out. Kind of crazy, right? The thing is I still don't know if I have multiple sclerosis yet. And again, I'll find out in the middle of February, but that's where I've been, and that's what's been going on. It's not because I've wanted to ignore the channel. It's not because I wanted to stop doing YouTube or just moved on and everything like that. No, it's just I had all this going on, and I had to readjust myself, and I had to really bring myself back to it slowly and to everything slowly. It was a trying process. It really got to me for a while, and I'm coming back. I'll probably need another week or so, but I am coming back. And I have some plans for the channel, and I mentioned it last year, before all this started, that I had plans, and I was going to be rebranding the channel and leaving the name Lord Nurgle behind and bringing on a new name, and I'm probably going to also lock everything down, and I'm changing everything. This is the thing. For the last 5 years, this channel has lived in the shadow of Gamergate, and it went from being a skeptic channel, anti-SJW channel. Now I just want to make it a channel where I do things that I just want to do and have fun with. Whether it be talking about Warhammer stuff, whether or not it would be streaming. And I think that I might bring my Twitch channel back up and start streaming there at least once a week. And I'm still going to stream on YouTube here, where I have discussions with people from the group, and I'm not going to stop talking about, topics that I enjoy. It's going to be more about talking about what I like and what I have fun with. I found that, too, that since I started treating this issue, I've cared less about this SJW type stuff. You may not think that when you look on my alternate Twitter and you see me getting engaged in some of the goofy arguments with the Warhammer community that's been going on about the female space marines and the sisters boob plate stuff and all that. That was just me just trying to vent, keep myself busy, and keep myself entertained during all that time. But I am ready to start moving forward and change the way things are done here, because I think I've outlived the name Lord Nurgle, and I don't really do a lot of Warhammer here, so I'm going to be moving forward and rebranding it, and I have chosen a name. I'm going to go back to the name that I had before Lord Nurgle, that I was using, and it's one of my favorite names that I went with in the past, which is The Spore. And Spore was a name I had for years, and I'm going back to that. I even have a new logo for it, or for the channel. It's just, I was, I had a lot going on, and I had to do something. And I'll give you a look at the logo that I'm going to do. And I know this is a very rambling video right now of what I'm doing and saying. It's just, I just want to show what I've become, or where it's going, not what I've become, but where things are going. And this right here is gonna be the let me see if I can point there, right there. This is going to be the new avatar for the Spore. And, you know, things are going to change, but they're not going to change. You'll see. But with all that said, I want to thank everybody for all the support. I want to thank everybody that's been here in the beginning and still here, and I look forward to the future of the channel. And over the course of the next couple of weeks, the channel might go really, really quiet. You might even see content disappear, and you're gonna think that the channel's dead, and it's not. I will be creating a new welcome video, and basically I'm rebooting the channel and restarting from scratch in a way. For those of you that want to stick around, stick around. For those of you that are gonna jet, well, it was nice having you, and I appreciated all the support. You guys have a good one. It's time to move forward. This Gamergate shit has gotten old. We lived in the shadow of it for way too long, and you know, pending medical issues and things that come in the future. Thank you all again, and I will be returning. Give me about a week, 2 weeks to get things squared away, and we'll be back, as always. I've got to come up with a new catchphrase. I can't just do F off and thanks for all the fish anymore, because, you know, YouTube does not seem to like cussing anymore. I mean, Lord Susan is not going to let us get away with it, so. Anyway, thank you all. You all have a good one. I will be back soon, and till next time, have a good one.